Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Lessons in Savvy Living. This is a podcast in which we have real women telling real stories and sharing their real lessons. And today I am thrilled to have my guest here. And you've been listening to the podcast. I don't usually tell you too much about the guests because I ask the first question in which I say, "Hey, Trinae, give me three things that people should know about you."
Awesome, awesome. Well, again, Sia, thank you for having me. The first thing I would say is I am a mom of three under the age of five.
Oh,
I
Lord. Moment of
yeah,
silence. Hold on. Wait a minute.
right, Mom.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You may go. Go ahead.
Yes, Sia. So I have a 11-month-old baby girl, soon to be one this month. So super excited about that. I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old,
Oh,
both boys. So they keep me busy, to say the least.
wow.
Yeah, they keep me busy. So I am very family oriented. My husband, he works for Amazon, but he's currently transitioning to starting his own business as well. So we're kind of working as a team to make that happen. The second thing would be I own a brand agency
Oh,
called the True Brand Agency. And basically, I cater to helping other entrepreneurs who are just as busy as I am because we know life and family, it can be a lot, especially if you're still working a 9 to 5, but you want to launch your own brand at the same time. So I cater to those people who want to create a tailored brand that ultimately will bring in income for them, that will, at any point, if they want and they desire to, replace their full-time income as well. And at the same time, I help legally protect brands as well, both personal, family, and business owners with affordable legal protection as well. So, yeah, see, I would say
wow.
the last thing would be I am a very creative person. So when I'm not doing business stuff, I love to sit and craft and paint and
Oh,
create. Like I'm all into that stuff. Handwriting, calligraphy, like that's my whole thing. My father is a graphic designer, so I know I just, you know, get it naturally from him. But yeah.
yes, then now this is leading me to the topic for today, y'all, because I said I'm going to talk about side hustles. And when I heard you talking about your craftiness, I said, I saw dollar signs because I too dabble in the side hustle world. And I'm like, oh, you can probably make some money off of that. But what I wanted to do is I want you to give you a chance, Trinae, to tell your story and why you felt like, hey, I got something to say about having side hustles. So take it away, Trinae.
Okay, see, well, for me, it was a matter of still. My whole thing when I started a family was I wanted to be able to create income from home. But as time went on, I wanted to dig deeper. You know,
Mhm.
I wanted to be able to also, in creating income, do things that I was passionate about and things that I could do well, and so I was like, I need to explore that more and see how I can make income from the things that I already do and love to do.
Mhm.
So with my branding agency, I've had that business going on 7 years.
Okay.
The legal aspect of it was a tier that I added because I saw where I could do that as a side hustle. So through a company called Legal Shield, I'm able to
Mhm.
branch that into my full-time business and provide affordable legal protection through a mobile app. And so it has allowed me to actually start bringing in residual income, something that I just wanted to do on the side. I saw how I could
Mhm.
bridge the two together, and it's been a blessing. It's provided passive and residual as a part-time side thing that I do. At the same time, I love to write. I did
Mhm.
not mention that, but I do love writing. And so, again, tapping into my creative side, I was like, I need to blog. Like, it just makes
Mhm.
sense to blog. So, I started my first blog was a blog for musicians. It was a blog I created to support the musician community because being a musician myself, I play guitar, Sia.
I mean, you
Um,
keep naming things. I mean, you're like, and then because I'm an ice skater, I'm like, what? You
right.
did? How did we get here? But
How
no,
did
I'm
we get
sorry.
here? It was okay. So see, I play guitar in a group called God's Girls. We're a gospel female band. We have projects out and all that good stuff. But being in that independent music world,
Mhm,
I realized that independent artists didn't have the resources that they needed. I mean, especially now, you think about with the whole COVID thing, like knowing the resources you have to be able to still have income and protect yourself.
mhm,
So I started that blog a few years ago, and even though I enjoyed it, I wasn't exactly passionate about it. But I knew blogging was something that I still wanted to do. I just needed to find out what area should I focus on. And that's when it came to me so clear to launch a blog called Moms, Babies, and Business, which is literally my life.
mhm.
That's
Yes.
it, you know. So that will be launching officially this month. The Instagram is fully active and the email list is active. But I'm going to also be I've taken courses already on blogging full time and making an income from it. So definitely will be working to be able to bring streams of income from blogging. And then I would say my third side hustle
Come
would
on, keep
be
counting. Keep
right.
it going. Come on now.
Right. See, just still digging even deeper into that creative side. Right. A lot of my friends and family have always talked about my handwriting, which to me, I see it all the time. I think it's anything special, spectacular. But I'm always the one that's called on. Friends call on me to write things, do special projects for my handwriting, church family. And so
Mhm,
I was like, you know what? I can do something with this. I started to explore Etsy and I
mhm,
realized that it was a market for it because my thing was, is there a market for it? I talked to my father who's been an entrepreneur for over 35 years, and he was like, go after it, just find that market. And so I'm in the process of doing that. That side hustle has not launched yet, but Sia, it
mm,
is in the works.
mm.
And I just, again, I just wanted to marry the two, like the things that I already do that I love to do. How can I make streams of income from that and just do that on the side? And so that's where I am.
So I'm hearing several things here. So
Yes.
I'm hearing the biggest thing I hear is to tap into your passions and try to find a way to monetize them.
Yes.
So with your blog writing, with your
Yes.
handwriting, so that's not just a passion, but it's also a talent. It's a gift.
Mm,
So dig into your passions, dig into your gifts, and
yes.
also with Legal Shield, perhaps partner with existing companies because I know there's a lot of people in a lot of marketing companies, a lot of it's something else that's very popular now. We're taping this during COVID. A lot of the delivery companies and things like that.
Yes.
Absolutely. So because sometimes people get stuck,
Yes.
right? And the primary audience for this are women who may have follow the rules and the path that was set out for them. Okay, high school, do well, college, do
Mhm.
well, career, do well. But when you have to start thinking a little bit creatively, sometimes we get stuck and we don't think about it.
Yes. And see, it's funny you mentioned that because I was on that traditional path, right? I went to Georgia State, got a bachelor's degree in communications and PR. Then I decided, oh, let me go back to school. Went back, got a master's degree in public relations and integrated marketing. And I had to face reality because here I am with 2 degrees,
Mm,
and I'm spending a whole year putting in job after job. I've interned 3 years with no pay, and I can't get a job in my field. It's like, and so it was like a wake up call. It was like, here you already had the talents and the gifts, like you said. You add the experience, the paperwork, and it's like use that and bring in your own income. But it was like that reality check because I went through that time, and that was a dark
mhm.
time for me because I couldn't understand I'm like, I did all the traditional steps to be,
Hmm.
quote unquote successful and get a job, that somebody else was giving me. So why am I in this position? Like, why did this happen? And so I just realized, God had other plans for me. He wanted me to launch out on my own. He wanted me to use the gifts he had already given me. And I think women just need to realize that it's okay. You're not less than. You didn't do anything wrong. If you did go to school and get a degree and you didn't get that dream job or whatever it was, like you have everything you need to create whatever income you desire and to do well with what you already have. And it's not based on a sign off from a job, a corporate job saying, hey, this says you are successful. That's not what makes you successful.
You are absolutely right, because how many of us, especially after we start having kids and stuff, it's like, okay, I want more. I want to do something. I'm going to go back to school. And
Yes.
then you go ahead, you accumulate that debt. And then Sally Mae comes knocking on your door, and you're going to be paying,
Hard.
you, you're going to be paying your student loan with your Social Security check. So
Yes.
I think that
Ooh,
it's true. It's true that um, we make our own way, especially in today's society. I think sometimes we're just looking for permission on how do we do that? How do I do
yes.
that? And it might
Yes.
just take you sitting down, talking with someone, and saying, and it could be a brand person, it could be a coach, or it could be someone, it could be a
Yeah.
friend that says, "Hey, you know me," or
Yeah.
here's who I
Yeah.
am.
Right.
What do you see?
Right.
What possibilities are there? Be-
Yeah.
I mean, I go back to my first major in college was what is it called? Mass communication. Back in those days, it was I'm old. So,
Oh.
and look at me now. I spent a whole career in education, which is great. I've done well there. But look where I am now, where I could have been since 1995. But
Good.
it wasn't my path. Sometimes
Yeah.
path um, is a little different, and I think that's okay. I think we need to put the message out. It's okay for your path to
Yes.
be different.
To be different. Yes. So true.
So wow. So yeah. So you did mention 57 things that you have been doing to get income. And
Yes.
I love it, because I am an admirer of uh, streams of income. I like money. Yes.
Me too, Sia.
Yeah. The whole love of money, I hear that that's not good, but I can say I do like it.
You like it. Yes.
I would date it. We're friends, close. Um, so I'm not hating on anybody who's going to try to earn extra income. But my question to you is kind of, what is your biggest lesson that you've learned with your side hustles, or with your various ventures and streams of income?
See, that is a great question. What would be my biggest lesson? I would say just being sure that you're passionate about what it is that you're doing. And in being passionate, also learning about balance and time management.
Oh.
That's that's something that came like boom, straight in my face. That I had to really understand and get a handle on so that I could be successful at these things. Because if you're busy doing things, but you don't have that balance and that time management,
Mhm.
you end up shooting yourself in the foot, basically. Right. And so something that should be enjoyable and something that should be able to bring in income, it now becomes stressful. It becomes something you don't look forward to anymore. It becomes like a pressured thing. And none of those, characteristics should be a part of that journey at all. So it's just so important. I think for everyone, don't learn the hard way. You know, have have balance. It's okay to, see, we hear that word hustle and we automatically think of grind, right?
Mhm.
And then people connect team no sleep and all this other stuff with it. I am not that.
Me neither. Mm-mm.
like I feel like you can grind and hustle and have balance and find time to just rest, find time to clear your mind, find time to enjoy life and still be able to do those things. So have that balance and definitely time management is going to be your best friend for sure.
Wonderful. Yay. That's a great lesson. Especially, and I'm telling you, it sounds like you have it down pat because I'm gonna tell you, you've got three little kids. I haven't heard any children. I haven't seen any children. Usually people, and no shade to anybody if the children are photobombing your call, but evidently I have a feeling there's a schedule in place there, Trinae,
Yes,
that you
yes, yeah.
that you're not fooling around. You're like, all right now, all right, mom's got a call, so
Yes.
sit down. So I hear you. So that's
Yeah.
wonderful. Well, thank you. I really enjoyed having you here on the show. And Trinae, if people wanted to catch up with you, if they wanted to find you, to connect with you about one of your 57 businesses, how would they do that? Where would they find you?
Right. See us so they can first find me at my home, my virtual home, thetruebrandagency.com. And that true is no E. Thetruebrandagency.com. And then you also can find me hanging out on Instagram and Facebook. Um, the True Brand Agency. Also, if you want to connect with me on a personal level, you can find me on Instagram at Naetru. That's Naetru, and that's just my name split in half and then turned around.
Oh,
So you can find me there. And I love meeting and connecting with new people. So if you find me on Facebook, Trinae Green, definitely know you can send me a request and we can connect there as well.
wonderful. Well, thank you. This has been a great episode, Trinae. You've been a wonderful guest. And
Thank you.
thank you for saying yes.
Yes, yes. Thank you for having me, Sia. It was my pleasure. So
N-
thank you.
No problem. All right, everybody. That's it for this episode of Lessons in Savvy Living. Until next time, everybody, stay savvy. Bye.